Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish Studios here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I am going to be doing a trailer review for one of the most hyped up movies for the rest of 2024, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yep, the long-awaited trailer, the trailer that so many Sonic fans have been constantly begging and begging for, constantly feeling impatient for, but now it's finally here, and Sonic fans can be in peace now without having to be annoying. So yeah, now just for a quick background that I have on Sonic the Hedgehog. Now I'm not really a passionate Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I do think the Sonic games are a tad bit overrated. Now I like the Sonic games. I just don't consider it to be one of the greatest video game franchises of all time. I just enjoy playing them. I'm just like a casual Sonic player, but not like someone who has like the best knowledge on Sonic the Hedgehog. But however, this movie right here is based on my personal favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Adventure 3. It's not one of the greatest games of all time. I wouldn't go that far, but Sonic Adventure 3 is my personal favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game. I love how dark and edgy the game is, especially with Shadow. And Shadow, my personal favorite male Sonic character. But my favorite Sonic character would be Amy Rose. Yeah, hopefully they make Sonic the Hedgehog 4 to introduce Amy Rose. They better do that, but yeah. Shadow is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog male character. So I'm actually really excited to see him introduced in this one. The fact that Shadow is going to be in this film is the main reason why people are hyped up for this film. And as for my thoughts on the previous two Sonic movies, Sonic, the first movie I'm not a fan of, unfortunately. It's mid in my opinion. Now, yes, I appreciate the fact that Paramount actually listened to the fans because, because at first they gave us the ugly looking Sonic as CGI, but then Paramount listened to the backlash and decided to redesign Sonic, and now it looks much more faithful to the games, and now people love it. But however, just because Sonic got a redesign and that looks more faithful, does not mean it's the next second coming of Christ or stuff. But because it's not that good, honestly. I think it's one of the most overrated movies of 2020. The story is basically just a generic road trip movie. It was way too safe and way too kiddie for my taste. It was just not my cup of tea. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2, however, now that's more like it, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 would be my second favorite video game movie, second only behind the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And yeah, I think that Sonic the Hedgehog 2, while it's not perfect, and it still had its lighthearted moment, it's tried to capture the lightheartedness of the first film. It did manage to have higher stakes to it. It felt like a more proper Sonic game, and a final battle that felt like an MCU level threat. But imagine if that scope in the final battle is like pretty much used in an entire movie. That's what Sonic the Hedgehog 3 felt like, and this trailer was freaking amazing, man. I thought this looks awesome. Again, this is not from the perspective of one of the biggest Sonic fans on the planet. I'm just a casual Sonic fan. But I gotta say, this has potential to be the best video game movie ever made, dethroning the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Even though, yes, I am more of a Mario fan than a Sonic fan. I mean, who knows, maybe the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 could take Sonic 3's throne as the best video game movie, but right now this looks like it. I'll admit, if there's anything I was a little worried that this was going to look like, a trailer for a kids movie, and it looked like it was going to be like a kid pattern, because while I enjoyed the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer, it did kind of look like, a kid pandering type of trailer, even though the movie was a little more mature. But this one, they went all out, and yeah, considering that Sonic Adventure 3 is the best Sonic the Hedgehog game, yeah, this looks like it could recapture the dark tone and the edginess of that film, because they are not holding back with this film, because it looks like this, based on the tone alone, it looks like they are actually going to make this dark and violent, specifically with Shadow. Yeah, Shadow looks so rough and violent, and looks like he could be one of the scene stealers. He could be one of the best villains of the year. Yeah, especially my personal favorite scene when Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, by the way, who could be an amazing trio, went to Japan to take down Shadow. And then turns out, yeah, they thought that, okay, he's just another hedgehog. We'll take him down. But then, yeah, when Knuckles tried to, charge against Shadow, Shadow literally grabs his knuckles and twists his wrist, which was, it's painful, man. Like, he could, I think he might have broken his bones. And considering that Knuckles is one of the most badass Sonic characters, the fact that Shadow actually broke his knuckles, no pun intended, yeah, that is a sign of your Paramount just not holding back. And yeah, and I like how there's less comedy in the trailer. There's like so little jokes, and it looks like they could actually have they could give the human characters less screen time. Like Tom and Maddie. I think that they could give those characters less screen time, and have like the focus being on the actual Sonic character. So, and yeah, it looks like the plot's gonna be just about like the trio taking down Shadow, and it looks like and in fact, yeah, Shadow is so evil that they're I mean, how do I say this? In fact, yeah, Shadow is so evil that literally they had to team up with Dr. Robotnik to take him down. And I know people are literally comparing this to the Angry Birds movie too. Where like, yeah, where like pretty much the heroes and villains are where it looks like the heroes and villains are gonna take the heroes and villains from the last movie are teaming up to take down the bigger threat. It does look like yeah, they're doing that, but I don't feel it as being done to death. In fact, it looks like Angry Birds 2 done right, because at least with this film, they have a good reason as to why Dr. Robotnik is going to team up with them, because he literally has, it seems like he has given up trying to take over the world. He even said in the trailer that he's done taking over the world, and now he'd rather just save it. He quit because every time he tries to take over the world, his plan fails. So the best thing to do now is just quit, and now he wants to team up with them, and that's makes sense. Unlike an Angry Birds movie too, it just like there's no motivation other than, oh, they're destroying my island, so we gotta just force the pigs of joy to and all that stuff. I think this feels more like X2, where the X-Men had to team up with Magneto the Daedon Striker. It feels like it's going for X2. Okay, now I will admit, yeah, I feel like Robotnik is looks like he could be one of the weaker aspects of the film. I have a feeling that this movie could feature the weakest version of Dr. Robotnik, because he was a standout in the first. He was a standout in the first Star films. Well, that would be the first one. Second one, as better as he was, it was actually Tails, who was my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character. Maybe I could use Tails as my profile pic. Who knows? Well, we'll see about that. But yeah, I do think that this film could be like Dr. Robotnik at his weakest, but I don't think it'll be a flaw. I still think I'll like Dr. Robotnik, but he won't be among the best parts of the film. Unlike in the first two films, where I consider Dr. Robotnik to be among the best aspects. So clearly he's gonna be overshadowed by Shadow, no pun intended. And yeah, and I'm already loving Keanu Reeves' voice acting as Shadow. Yeah, he sounds exactly like Shadow, and it's just perfect casting. And oh yeah, also to mention the visuals have never looked better in these Sonic films. Yeah, the designs of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are the same. Sonic Shadow also does look the exact same as he was seen in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 post-credit scene. But I mean, this movie cinematography, man. Now the cinematography is not something to highlight in the first in the first two films, but the fact that the cinematography is highlighted in this one is it's just something. Yeah, the pretty much the just the way it was shot and even the color palette, like especially in the Japan scene, the fact that the fighting took place at night, yeah, damn, that it looks dark as hell and it in a good way, and it looks like the stakes are actually going to be high in this film. Especially in the scene where how to say is especially in the scene when not when Shadow was like taking down the military, and it looks like it looks like Thomas at risk, and he's trying to shout at Sonic to like save him, like shout for Sonic to save him, and it looks like he's about to be killed or something. Oh, even though I doubt they will kill off Tom. And speaking of killing of characters, Sonic Adventure 3 literally kills off characters, like they literally kill off Robotnik's family. Like they kill off both Mario Robotnik, his daughter, and Mario Robotnik, his daughter, and sorry, they kill off Mario Robotnik and his father, Gerald Robotnik. And by the way, yeah, seeing Robotnik's father in the end of the trailer, I did not see that coming. And the fact that they de-aged Jim Carrey to look like his father it's something else. It's amazing. And by the way, and what I know that everyone else's most anticipated character in the film is Shadow. Maria Robotnik would be my most anticipated character in the film. Now, I did say that it was Captain Rockwell, which Captain Rockwell was not shown in the trailer. I mean, it's fine. Now, if you're wondering who Captain Rockwell is, she's played by Jessica Jones's actress, Kristen Ritter, yeah. And so, yeah, I'm down with it. And she was also in Veronica Mars as well, so yeah. But I predict that Maria Robotnik would be my favorite character in the film because she's played by yeah, because do you actually know the actress who plays her? Yep, it's the same actress who played young Furiosa in Furiosa Mad Max Saga. That one. Yes, Maria Robotnik. Yeah, sure, she dies. I'm not sure if they will actually kill her off in this film, but I won't be shocked if they do. But yeah, the actress Lila Brown, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Yeah, the actress who played young Furiosa in Furiosa Mad Max Saga. She could be my favorite character, and in fact, I might even use Maria Robotnik as my Sonic 3 profile pick. Yeah, for sure. On like the second half of December, yeah. I'm still going to be using War of the Rohirrim profile pick as my first December profile pick, but second is going to be Maria Robotnik. Now, yes, another thing that's fascinating about this film is its December release. Now, I know this will be everybody's go-to this December 2024 film, as you know, Mufasa and Craven have no hype, but I gotta be honest, it's not my most anticipated movie of December. That would go to The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, yeah, which, by the way, on reflection, even though I put Joker Folie à Deux as my number one most anticipated movie for the rest of the year in that video yesterday, on reflection, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim would now be my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. And I mean in general, not just for animation. So yeah, I still think War of the Rohirrim is still my go-to December 2024 film. But yes, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 would be in my top. Sonic 3 would be in my top 3 most anticipated movies of December. I'm debating if I should include this in my most anticipated, in my top 10 most anticipated movies for fall 2024 or not. And yeah, and I know my good pal Harry Thomas is gonna hate this movie. But yeah, I understand that. I'm not gonna go be around the bush being a Sonic fan by saying, "Oh, Harry, you should stop hating Sonic films. They're good. But you should have better nose. You should be a fan of Sonic and all that stuff." But I'm just hoping that he doesn't give us 0 stars. Maybe he could consider Maria Robotnik to be a positive. Yeah, Dr. Robotnik's a daughter. And she was a character in the game. So yeah. We'll see if she gets killed off or not, but I'm not gonna complain if they kill her off. Like what I said earlier. So yeah, I don't think I've ever been more hyped for Sonic. I'm starting to feel like I'm liking Sonic even more now after seeing this trailer and just my hype for it. But yeah, even though this movie comes out in December, I actually am going to see it in January. Why? Because for 2 reasons. One, this movie comes out on January 8th in my country, and two, I have no school on January 14th since my second semester of college doesn't start until January 15th. So I am going to be seeing this movie in cinemas on my exact birthday. Now, yes, guys, though I will actually see this movie online. Yeah, remember what I did with the Super Mario Bros. Movie and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, where I saw it online on its opening weekend. I watched it online just to get my review, just to give you guys my thoughts. And then I eventually watched it in cinemas when it came out in my country. That's what I'm going to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. When this movie comes out, and it comes out online, I will rewatch this on. I will rewatch this. I will watch this online, just for you guys, so that you can hear my thoughts. And then on January 14, 2025, I will see this film in cinemas. Oh, and also I forgot to mention my thoughts on the Knuckles series. Yeah, honestly, Knuckles kind of sucks. I think Knuckles is a pretty bad show. It's boring. It literally focuses on Wade. And I can see why that Knuckles series has disappointed a lot of Sonic fans, but I'm sure this film is not going to disappoint Sonic fans one bit. In fact, I hear some people say it could be the best movie of the year. Well, I highly doubt this will make my top 10 favorite movies of 2024 this, but it sure should be. But maybe it'll be an honorable mention. Who knows? So yeah. So that's all for my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trailer. Now, if there's one thing for sure, if there's one thing I would agree with everyone else with, this will be way better than Mufasa the Lion King for damn sure. So that's all for my trailer review for this film. Are you excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, or do you side with Harry Thomas Pictures? And I got a question. Who agrees with me that who here is more excited for The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim than this? Hopefully I'm not alone in this one, but who cares? I'm gonna be supporting Lord of the Rings all I I'm gonna be like Team Lord of the Rings, so for all I care. But at least I'm more excited for this than Mufasa and Craven, even though I'm still optimistic about Craven. So yeah, comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also stay tuned for 2 Cobra Kai season 6 related videos that I'm going to be doing. Since I rewatched the season recently, I have 2 videos related to the season planned. So you'll see what they are. So yeah. Bye, guys.